YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Neil Goodfella Neil coming through with another weekly 7 sneaker rotation. Yes. It's another week in the books. Let me show y'all something a little different from y'all feed, or maybe a little similar to a degree. I should probably just do a separate video on this. Probably, because some of the, man, it's to the point where for sure. And that's the thing when you collect the OG colorways for Jordan specifically, they drop them again and again, man, for every decade. And sometimes twice in one decade, man. Definitely it feels like a lot of back-to-back. It's cool to see the younger generation get it too. And they genuinely pick out what they like outside of following the trends. And the reason why I say that, as far as like with Jays, is because they have no connection. They never seen the man play like how maybe like the older generation, somebody that's in my generation, 30 plus or whatever, mid 30s at the youngest, for seeing him play, you know what I mean? Original live back then. You ain't had to necessarily be at the game, but you know what I mean? Like watching it on TV or something like that, and remember at least at minimum like the last 3-peat or that last year or two or whatever, depending on when you was born or whatever. Now the older guys, obviously y'all remember this, but long story short, they're dropping them again and again as far as the retros go, man. Some I do need again, man. Some I definitely do need again, but y'all know how the sneaker rotation go. Monday is day 1. Day 7 is Sunday. So let's start this joint off. I make weekly 7 sneaker rotation videos for myself. Mostly, and if y'all guys watch, that's cool too. And my whole aim is to show that wear the sneakers, man. Going down the feed, you see new stuff every week. It's people that still got stuff from 2-3 years ago that they ain't even wear. So wear those sneakers, man. If you're not wearing them, you probably want to let them go so they do not disintegrate on you. Last thing you want is a disintegrated sneaker, especially with the prices that, especially Jordan brand going for now, certain Nikes or whatever. Wear the sneakers. If you're not, I would just say let it go so you don't lose money, It's kind of like wasting food to a degree. You let it spoil, right? And a sneaker life, 5 years without wearing a sneaker, that's pretty long. You know what I mean? That sneaker is old enough to move out the house at that point. I'm just over exaggerating. It aged like a cat. You know what I mean? You got a 20 or 30-year-old sneaker in human years after 5 years because that polyurethane. So it's like you better rock them. Some sneakers you could get away with not rocking too much because they build like tanks like this. Like I don't too much have to worry about this separating because it's like built like a tank. But even better though is actually wearing the sneakers. So let's get off into this. On Monday, I ended up rocking a Kamikaze 1. This really doesn't get too much love. But now I do got the OG green colorway too, green, black, and white. But I wanted to rock this one because this one was on my mind for that week. You know what I mean? This colorway right here definitely reminds me of Carnage, from Venom. You got that black and red colorway, clean. I even think the Kamikaze 2 black and red colorway, original colorway, is pretty good. So this is an OG colorway as well too. This, like I said, is the Kamikaze 1 for Monday. Crazy, fly, clean. Also in the sneaker enthusiast sneaker group, they also has said these are the Darth Vader's joints. I can definitely agree. When you look at the face, you know what I mean? It kind of look like that black and red is just so clean, Bull's bias colorway. One, my favorite color is red anyway, so it is what it is. Now they also came out with like a Orlando Magic colorway too, where you see this red at. You also get the blue, and you got this, a little bit of white on there. Those look clean too. At the time I was starting to accumulate. I didn't want to accumulate too many Kamikazes, and I still wanted to buy stuff I was actually going to wear. I could have gotten the blue one, but I just didn't want to pick up another sneaker that I wasn't going to wear as much, and I'd be sitting here on the weekly 7 rotation telling y'all to wear y'all sneakers, and I'm not even really doing it myself. So I didn't want to get a sneaker at the time on the chopping block. Will I circle the block? I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. But I do believe that sneaker, you could probably still get it for the low, including this too. It shouldn't be too much, but this is a clean colorway. Depending on you know, what you like and what era you from as far as what you like too. This is a throwback joint. These probably dropped in like 94 or something like that. 94 95 or something like that. But definitely worth it. When Kemp was definitely at his best with the Supersonics, if you ask me personally. Tuesday. Let's not act like that it is not the 30-year anniversary of the Air Max 95. Nike needs to retro the Air Max Neon for everyone to get, right? Just give everybody a fair chance, because it's always this little trash backdoor stuff that's happening with the Air Max 95 Neon. Now, this colorway right here was close to the infrared joint, but this isn't the infrared exactly. Now, me, you know, this was like one of my first few Air Max 95s at the time. This might have been 2018, 2017. I might have got this, 2019 at the latest. So I've had this sneaker for a while, but the thing was, I thought this was the OG one, and it's not. The OG one is actually infrared and not solar red. Also, too, the OG one doesn't have this black up under it like this. You see how you got that black paneling? I don't mind the black paneling because, you know, whatever, right? It doesn't really affect the sneaker to me. But what's supposed to happen is, just like how you see this gradient gray on the body panel right there, it's supposed to come down to a dark gray. It's not supposed to go black. The midsole might be black or a dark gray, and then it's supposed to, you know, have like the infrared and stuff like that. Mike Rich actually was one of the only like popular sneaker YouTubers that knew the difference between this sneaker and the actual OG joint. Because like they look slightly different, right? And it was, if you didn't see the OGs like back in the day or look at any of the pictures, you wouldn't know for sure. You know what I mean? I was hot and ready for a Air Max 95, something close to the infrared OG joints, but these dropped first, so I'm just like, I just copped these. Then I said, okay, since the infrareds drop, I'll wait until they go on discount. Almost never happened, because the Air Max 95s specifically has a cult following. For Air Max 95 to not really sell all like that, either like the colorway got to be real hideous, or just maybe they don't know what's on sale, you know, certain people. But the Air Max in general kind of sells quick, but the Air Max 95 specifically sells even quicker as far as like top 3 Air Max 95s general population. You're not even a sneakerhead to, you know what I mean, like copping these, like it's regular people that buy these, right? And then the younger generation hip to these too. So I do believe Nike should retro the neon ones and the infrared ones a lot. Like, press the button. Don't do that 10,000 limited pair, man, and piss us all off, man. Come on, man, let us get that. But before I leave this sneaker, though, we do have that honey mustard yellow one right there. This mesh used to be white, you know what I mean? And now, you know, that vintage, that character taking over. I'm hit or miss with this sometime, man. Sometimes I want the white mesh back, and then sometimes it's like, okay, whatever. You know, the yellowness on it kind of brings more of that vintage look. I'm into character, you know, but it depends on the sneaker. Most sneakers I'm into as far as character, but I didn't expect this sneaker to yellow so fast, man. And you know, I keep my sneakers in good condition. Look at the air unit and all that stuff. Still definitely intact. But I mean, that's just part of rocking the kicks, man. You know, like I always say, man, rock the kicks, don't stock the kicks, man. The suede, it's not even suede on here because it feel like felt. The felt material on here is cool. I definitely like it, man. You know, I would cop it again if they didn't drop the infrared one, or if I was new or whatever, like, just because this is a fly colorway. I've seen they also made an all black Air Max 95 with this kind of like color. So clean. Let me move on, man, because let me just get off my rant soapbox, man. Nike Air Tech Challenge 2 for win. Stay fly, flames, and clean, man. I like it. Zoom in for you guys right there. Now I do have a, you know, when these dropped in 2014, like crazy amounts of colorways, crazy. I think they're supposed to drop the pixels again, but that's another thing too. They're supposed to drop these again too, the clays. That shape is going to be immaculate and beautiful, but you know, in the meantime, I rock these. Definitely one of my favorite Nike models of all time. Probably top 5 or top 3 Nike models of all time, man. You got the wings right here, kind of remind you of the Jordan 4s. Then you got like that splatter at the bottom. Fly and clean, man. This shoe was so clean. Even Yeezy had to take it for his Ye had to take it for his Yeezy 2. You know what I mean? The bottom off. So and put it on there. So yeah, definitely worth it. Rocket Kicks, man, this is one of the ones that are definitely disintegrate because it's from that early 90s, late 80s kind of like era, you know, where this kind of stuff crumbled easy. But as far as the retro go, I've been wearing them. Only thing I just got is a little bit of paint cracking, but that's expected. So, you know, it is what it is. Rock the kicks, don't stock the kicks. That's what I wore on Wednesday. Thursday, I ended up rocking the Nike Air Presto joint. This was on like a pickup video in 2023 or whatever. You know, I wore these a few times already. You don't really too much have to worry about these necessarily separating or anything, but I definitely want to get some wear in. The weather is a little bit better, you know, definitely worth it. This is the Bosque colorway. I should have did a review on these because it's not really too many reviews on them, at least like quality ones, at least at the time when I got them. Maybe now somebody might have did them, but this is like an unofficial Star Wars colorway. Also call these like a banana pudding, like kind of like color, because this kind of remind me of vanilla wafer, and this like this banana. I said this during my pickup video in January of 2023 when I got these, and I was showing them to you brand new. Definitely, nobody was thinking about them, nobody cared about them, but I think those are fly to me. I like them. You put a fit with them, unexpected. You know what I mean? These look so good with joggers, you know, and if you can have like the jogger up above the top of the ankle. Clean. Or if you like to use the sock, you know, some people had the sock exposed, like the Nike sock or whatever. You know what I mean? That looked pretty clean. So Friday, I ended up rocking the Flu Games joints. And this is a good example of kind of like what I was saying at the beginning of this video. This is the 2016 pair. This is not the new one. I could do a lived in or an update or whatever. Or I'm thinking about doing some kind of talk video talking about, you know, how I feel about OG Jordans that I got, you know, OG colorways releasing or whatever. Like, because most of the stuff releasing this year I already have just from collecting from years or whatever. So, yeah, man, these joints still holding up like tanks. So it was no point. And they clean. These are still holding up. So there's no point in me even getting the 2025 ones. What do y'all think about these? You know, did y'all cop the new ones? In the back, you got more like that translucent red and all that. Yep. So, to be honest with you, the only OG 12s I don't have is the Cherry 12. So, I'm trying to get those soon. Try to get those. Those are only OG colorways I need. I mean, but now for the audience, for the rest of the people, they just need to drop the Obsidian 12s. Those who care about it. Saturday, I end up rocking the Nike Air UpTempo. This is the Pippen joint for sure when he slammed dunk on Patrick Ewing with the Knicks colorway. So, you know, this like kind of like a slap in the face to a degree. The irony, I think both of their numbers are 33, but this is for Pippen for sure. And the crazy part about it was, he didn't even wear this shoe when he dunked on Patrick Ewing. And I think that was 94, 95 when he dunked on Patrick Ewing. But whatever. People associate this sneaker with Scottie Pippen anyway, even though this is not his signature model. Charles Barkley actually wore this model too, as far as like in the 96 Olympics, you know, right along with Pippen with that Olympic colorway. And, you know, they had their own numbers on the back. You know, I think Barkley number was 13. But clean. This is, you know, they story told with this. And then you got the image on the inside of the insole. And that's supposed to be Pippen dunking on Patrick Ewing too. So I definitely think this was a clean take. When they was retroing UpTempo's crazy towards the late 2010s, I had to definitely pick up. I did a review on this when my camera was the quality of a potato. So yeah. Last kick up, Sunday, I end up rocking the white Cement 4. I know, see, so this is another one, just like that Flu Game 12. Now, I know the Flu Game 12s are out already, but I'm also hearing, just like y'all, that the white cement 4 is supposed to drop. I know these joints is definitely gonna sell out. I'm contemplating on picking up another pair, you know what I mean, just to have a clean fresh one on ice. And you know, these at the time I bought pre-owned, cleaned them up, you know what I mean, but I'm still contemplating probably just gonna get that fresh pair, you know what I mean. I do like the character on this joint. I seen a video recently with somebody, they're annoyed with the mesh turning yellow. And that's just what's gonna happen with sneakers as they age, you know. I really don't mind the vintage coloring of this one, with this shoe. Like, I'm more acceptable of this, the character on this and that vintage yellow, than the Air Max 95 to a degree. But you know, it is what it is, and it happens, man. Now, you know, you can do little things, the UV light and all that stuff, and repaint certain things. If it's too difficult, or if it just bothers me too much, then I'll do it, as far as like remedy it, you know what I mean. But if it's about to be so much work just to reverse a color, you know, reverse the yellowing process, you know, it's not that much of a big deal to me, you know what I mean. Like I said, I like character is cool. So rate, comment, and subscribe. What about the J's y'all got? Do y'all got anything that's dropping again? Are y'all gonna cop the new retros? Is it worth it to cop the new retros or hold on to the old ones? Some people, everybody thing is different. Some people probably do have the 2016 flu games, 2016 white cements, but they rather sell the old ones to get the new ones, so they maybe don't fall apart because they don't wear them that much, or they want that new one. I will say, when you get the new ones, that, you know, obviously they're gonna hold up longer. Now I will say the 4 fall apart before the 12 would, and you know, this joint is still holding strong. But like I always say, guys, rock the kicks, don't stock the kicks. Yeah, that's all I got to say, man. Definitely worth it. Some stuff just worth keeping. Some stuff lasts if you actually keep up with it, and, you know, just like keeping an oil change for a car. No point in buying a new car if you already got a decent one that works. So rate, comment, and subscribe if you want. I'm out.